Welcome, everybody, to this edition of Attention Talk Video. I'm your host, ADHD and Attention Coach Jeff Copper, and I want to talk to you today about ADHD and focus. Have you ever thought about what focus really is? Focus is the ability to think, more specifically, to problem solve. Let's think about that. It's to problem solve. So the challenge, is it focusing or is it problem solving? Problem solving requires a lot of cognitive effort. And a lot of people struggle with this, but ADHD is actually an executive functioning impairment. Impairments really need accommodations. That's why behavioral training has limitations. And so the idea here really is sometimes if you're running east looking for a sunset, you're not going to find it. And so the point here is just to bring some insight that if you are having a hard time focusing, it's likely because you're trying to problem solving, and that's impaired. There's all kinds of tools out there that you use. Tools are to support you in your thinking, but they don't actually do the thinking for you. And I think there's a lot of misconceptions out there that people believe that the tool will do it for them. For example, I talk to a lot of people with ADHD, and this is just a metaphor, is they struggle with money and they want to put together budgets. And as I tell them, if you want to save money, you do it at the cash register. The budget doesn't actually make the decisions for you. You're just putting your money there so that it will aid you in making the decisions where you're at the cash register. And I think if people really, when I explain this, it makes some sense, but they don't really intuitively think that way. They think if they do a budget, then magically they're going to save the money. The point here is to bring awareness that ADHD is far more of a thinking impairment than most people realize. Your focus challenges is in the face of very difficult thinking. And the idea is, how do you make the thinking easier? Well, that's the trick now, isn't it? Sometimes you got to externalize it, talk to other people, and then kind of collaborate. That can help you very much with this. So a lot of people want me to give you a simple answer. Well, making thinking easier depends on your situation and the individual variables that you're dealing with. But I really wanted to do this video to kind of get by that misnomer, is when you're struggling with a focus issue, just trying harder is not resolving the underlying root cause, and that is thinking inside your head to problem solve is impaired. You really need an accommodation. Tools are things that you use to help you think, but they don't actually do the thinking for you. So that's why a lot of times you'll get a tool and it won't actually work, because you're actually kind of thinking that the tool is going to do the thinking for you. So hope that's an insight to get you to ponder and think about what's going on. You can also begin to understand a little bit more why certain things with ADHD help and why they don't. Because if it doesn't make the thinking easier, it's probably going to be more difficult. With that, I hope you've enjoyed this. If you're new to us, please subscribe to our channel. We would like to release a new video each week with this to try to help you go forward. If you're an existing subscriber, what do you think? You've heard me talk a lot about this kind of indirectly in the past, but this is a little bit more head-on. And again, for those out there that are so inclined, we appreciate you hitting the thanks button. We do this for you, for the benefit of you. And any maybe donation would certainly be appreciated. So with that, we hope you've enjoyed this edition of Attention Talk Video. Take care.